I'm starting the video tour at outlet number 4. There's power in and out here. This is where I took power for the recessed lights. So going up the stud, one wire right there goes over here and down to that outlet right there, which carries on, I assume, over to an outlet behind the TV right here, and then over to outlet number 1 over there. Forgive the mess. This is the wire that's giving power to the recessed lights right there, obviously. It goes halfway down this panel of drywall and then over through that hole, through this area, to this 3-gang box. This switch right here is my 3-way switch for the recessed lights. It was working up until I cut that last wire, which I'll get to in a minute. I've got that labeled Traveler right there. That's a 3-wire conductor. So this 3-way switch takes in the power from the outlet and then carries it over along with the Traveler up in the walls, down there, over, and then down to this 4-gang box right here. And this box is a mess. I added one switch to it. I hated working on the wires. It is ugly in there. I did my best. I'm thinking this wire labeled 5 right here, I'm thinking that's the 2-wire conductor that hooks up to outlet number 1. It's tied into this bundle of hot wires here, it's tied into the neutrals here, and it's tied into the grounds there. It always stays hot. It doesn't change with any switch. The other switches in here aren't really relevant, but you'll see, so the fan light here actually works. And the fan works too. There's an outdoor light that works as well. But this is another 3-way switch. This is the 3-way switch that should be controlling the recessed lights. It's not working. With the voltage tester, which I think I have in my pocket, you can see this hot wire right here. It's not showing anything. Over here on these others, obviously still hot. Back here on number 5, that's hot. I think that's the wire that's going over to this next outlet that I'll show you now. Oops, shouldn't turn that off. So this is outlet number 1. You'll see there's no power here. I don't understand how that would be, since I think this wire right here on the left is coming from that box right there. I guess there's a possibility it isn't, but looking just at this wall, you know, I apologize for the focusing issues right now, but looking at that wall, that seems like the most logical source. There's no other wiring visible on the wall unless it's coming up from the basement, which I haven't checked, but I highly doubt it. Anyway, that outlet is out. This is outlet number 2. It's also out. So taking a look at the recessed lighting, I have light 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I've been misnumbering the lights. This all happened after I installed 7. I had a wire jumper running from 6 here to 7. Before putting that wire in, or before installing it into the 7th light, I tested this light and it worked. You know, I turned it on through the switch, or rather had my wife turn it on through the switch, and then it worked, turned it back off. Moved on over to the 7th light. I used, I used this wire right here. This wire was connected into light number 6, the box there, and it was hanging out of this hole right here. I had not yet connected it to the 7th light. I ran it down through the box, secured the wire, and snipped it to length. And as soon as I snipped it to length, the record player here was playing, and it shut off immediately. All the outlets went off, all the lights went off. When I went back and flipped the breaker, all the way off and then all the way back on, nothing recovered. And I think that pretty much does it. I mean, my instinct was, oh, I must have cut a live wire that I thought was connected to this light, but it wasn't. I was wrong about that. I verified 100% sure that the wire I cut was coming out of this light and just dropping over out of the ceiling there. You know, I want to believe it's just a bad outlet, but I don't really believe it's just a bad outlet here, because those wires would still be hot. Honestly, I don't know where to go from here. So, well, I haven't checked the breaker yet. Although it resets just fine, and the multimeter indicated that there was 120 volts at the wire coming out of it, which to me seems like it's fine, but I'll check that if you all suggest it.